Chafing Armor Podcast, episode 159. Capsized. Welcome back to the Chafing Armor Podcast. I'm your host and lovable Dungeon Master, Michael Corley, and with me tonight is Izzy. Izzy, tell everyone who you will be playing.
Hello everyone, my name is Izzy and I'm playing Merezi Mugra, a half-orc barbarian, member of a very interesting family.
A very interesting family and a very interesting reunion recently. And also with an interesting family reunion who's coming along with is James. James, tell us who you will be playing.
Hello everybody, I am James. I am playing Penton Chalice, a spell scale sorcerer, and I'm petitioning the DM to change the name of this episode because I do not like it.
I object.
Also with us tonight is Dare. Dare, tell us who you will be playing.
Hello, everyone. I am Dare, and I'm playing Tix Birchmanson, your favorite paladin.
Yes, indeed. And sadly, Riley is a little under the weather today, so she will not be joining us, but Athora will be with us in spirit and with a magic longsword. And also with us tonight, who's been going through lots of changes, including your throat, is Lee. Lee, tell us who you will be playing.
G'day everybody, my name is Lee, and I will be playing Corvus Dragonchoked, the Were-Raven Rogue Outlaw.
And everybody make note of that because your name has officially changed. We'll get more into that in a moment. When we last left the players, several technical armies approached Kalimvor, ready for battle, ready to recover the staff of Seraphon. Using really good diplomacy, y'all had been able to stave off the coming conflict temporarily, so that hopefully you can find the other half of the staff of Seraphon. Many things happening, not least of which being Lee's character, Distant Bells, finding out he is not actually a Kinku, but a Were-Raven. And through some very interesting reshaping from Penton's mom, he can now speak as a normal human does. We cut, however, to the open sea, just like we did both literally and figuratively so many years ago. We skip forward to you are out on the open sea of the sand swallow seas. You were on the good ship Pisswhistle. The last time we did this, it was because a group of pirates, some highly ineffectual group of pirates, tried to take over the good ship Pisswhistle. But now that is not happening. In fact, what is happening is you are experiencing doldrums, in that the sea is completely still, and they cannot get a wind up going for the life of them. What would y'all like to do? And also, question, technically, the only person who really knows where the staff is, sort of, is Taka. Are y'all bringing Taka with y'all?
Well,
Yes,
I guess that would depend on whether Taka can tell us where it is more specifically, because if not, then they're going to have to come along.
Yes. So they think that they can tell you where it is. They do not know exactly because it was all in the moment of basically making the wish. They visualized where it was, and they specifically wanted to hide it under the Kraken's lair. But this is they think that they can take you there, so you certainly can bring them along. But right now, you do have in the party, obviously Duncan is the ship's owner, and very sweet on a certain Tix. We'll get to that in just a moment. Also, Captain Jackson is the captain of the ship, who has, within the last year, become a shifter, much like our dearly departed Osokai. There is
Thanks to our dearly departed Osokai.
Yep. Thanks to, not in any small part, to getting your noggin stuck in her noggin. That was a weird after effect. We also have Penton's mom coming along with. Tell the listeners who Penton, your mom's name. Her human name, I should say.
Her human name is Amelia Ravenwood.
Amelia Ravenwood, yes. Just a beautiful, stoic, raven-haired woman of indeterminate age who has shown up and revealed the startling revelation that this spell scale sorcerer's mom is a dragon. I know, like, what are the odds?
Right.
And y'all now have found yourselves just stuck in the middle of the Sand Swallow Sea. And no matter what they do, they cannot get a wind going and cannot get things moving. What would you like to do?
Mom, do you have any skills with wind at all? I don't know those magics myself. I'm more of a lightning zappy type.
Penton, you have wings.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be able to push a ship. That's a bit much.
Now, as I told your good friend here, what are you calling yourself now? I forget.
Bells kind of bows low and Corvus Dragonchoked, ma'am.
I like it. I like it. As I told him, you must not look to dragons to solve all your problems. And then she gets like this little smirk that you remember from your childhood when she was like saying basically, like, oh, I don't think we have any sweets. Oh, but what's this here? And you're like, you were always like, but I'm pretty sure they weren't there before. I'm pretty sure they
came out of
actually
nowhere,
weren't any.
Like literally.
Yeah, exactly. Like she literally conjured them. She goes, I don't think you should depend on dragons to take care of all your problems, though we can. And she snaps her fingers, and immediately a wind comes out of nowhere, and almost as if she is commanding the elements as the wind picks up, and you do hear a slight scraping noise as if something was scraping against the bottom of the ship.
Oh.
Wow, that's some terrible captaincy if you manage to hit the bottom of the sea, Jackson.
You are. She looks at you.
I didn't say that. I was thinking that out of character. I apologize. It's just that it's very weird. It's very weird that a seasoned captain would run aground like this. It's just. Sorry, it just popped into my head. Apologies. I didn't say it.
I will let that not be canon said out loud. But you are quite right that. That should not happen. Y'all are in the middle of the ocean. Like, there shouldn't be a bottom right now, like, anywhere nearby. So that is very unusual. And I love this picture of Duncan that you have put forward. This is amazing. When that scraping happens, Duncan looks to you, Tix, and goes, "Oh, my ship, my beautiful ship. I think it might have been damaged."
Well, we've repaired it before, so I trust that the good ship will be taken care of.
Penton's going to glance over the side of the ship where it seems like the sound came from, and just see if there was like something that came up and scraped the ship rather than us running into something.
Okay, give me a spot check as Aphil flies overhead.
While that's happening, Bells will go below decks to check if there have in fact been any holes placed in the lower parts of the ship. Corvus will go down.
An 18? Okay. So as you look over the side of the ship, you, as any ship will have, of course, there are, barnacles on the side of the ship.
Sure.
But you do notice that, like, there's something else on the side of the ship, kind of like a rusty yellow color that seems like maybe it's spreading up the side of the ship.
A rusty yellow color?
Yes, think of algae or somewhere between algae and barnacles.
Or a
just
slime
kind of
mold?
Maybe.
He looks over his shoulder. Problem. Captain. Problem.
What do we got?
You're not the captain.
Are you keeping secrets?
Sit down, Tix.
This is an ocean thing. I think. Captain, there's something on the side of the boat that probably shouldn't be there. Something you might recognize. I don't know. It's a sea thing. I don't know sea things.
There's something on the side of the boat. Something.
Ooh. Captain Jackson rolls a 2. So even with her vast knowledge of the sea, she's like, I don't know what the hell that is. That's weird as hell. I don't know. That's weird. That shouldn't be there. Let's cut to a certain young lad. You have to say your name one more time, Lee, so that I don't. So
Sorry.
I remember your. Yes.
I forgot it just earlier as well. Corvus. It's a pun.
Yes. And it's dragon.
Choked.
Okay. Dragon choked. Okay.
Because
Corvus
that's
dragon
how
choked.
he basically was quote unquote born again. Because he was choked by a dragon.
Got a thumb stuck in him.
Yes.
Fun fact: you were actually immune to silence spells.
Yes.
Just don't know if it'll come up, but it's true. I would like you to make a spot check, please.
Okie dokie. Spot. Okay, not too bad. 17?
17. Is that 17 total?
Sorry, calculated wrong. 18, but 18 total, yes.
Oh, that was close. You needed to roll very, very high in this dim light. The first thing you see is one of the sailors on the ship. Thankfully for the players, not one of the two lovebirds that y'all know so well. Completely covered in this rusty yellow barnacle-like substance.
Ew.
And they are very, very dead. Think about like Aliens 2 when they were, people were put into the walls like that.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right.
Yeah, just like organic, welded to the side of the wall with their eyes open wide and in a silent scream.
Are they not suspended over eggs?
Exactly. But with the 18, that's what you would have seen that regardless, and that would have actually been the distraction that something is trying to smash your face in. And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because uncanny dodge, but or evasion. Roll for initiative. Okay.
Yes, please.
21 for Tix.
21 for Tix.
It's an
For
8.
Penton. For
8
8
for
for
Penton.
Penton. And for Corvus.
21 too, as well.
I think you have a higher dex than Tix. Though we could do rollies if y'all want to. but
Even
I'm
monkey
pretty sure you do.
ticks.
That's right, even monkey ticks. And Marezi?
13.
13 for Marezi.
Chilled monkey ticks.
So all of you, chilled monkey brains. So you all, except for Corvus, are above deck. And Corvus, you act first. This thing comes out of the shadows and is swinging at you. It is vaguely humanoid in shape, but it is covered in this yellow, rusted sort of barnacles.
Monster zombies.
Barnacles.
It's making zombies.
All right. Well, we're just gonna avoid that because he can. And I don't really want to attack it with anything. Because I'm not sure what effect this thing is going to have on any of my weapons. Except maybe my club, because I can get one of those back at any time. Although not on a boat. Is there... We are below decks. Is there... Is there like a brazier somewhere, or brazier somewhere, or brazier? Yes, there are female sailors on the. There are female sailors on the boat, but I'm definitely. Is there like a brazier or something in the close proximity that I can?
I will absolutely allow it, especially since you were just walking down. There would have been one right at the bottom of the stairs.
Then I'm kicking it over into the yellow monster thing.
Okay. Now we also establish, of course, that this is fire, right? Okay.
Yes, but
on a boat,
below decks on a boat, it's. Yeah. They generally tend to be made to support at least small amounts of fire.
Yeah. No. I just want to make sure we were of accord.
Yeah, no, I have a plan. I'm not sure if it'll work, but I have a plan. I just want to see what fire does to this thing first, because it reminds him of a rust monster, and he's not willing to use any weapons on it because of that. That's all.
Okay. Give me, and that's a good callback. Which you definitely dealt with. So go ahead and roll for that attack. That is a straight attack roll.
Okie dokie. 16.
16
do I
hit.
add my dex, or because I was just 16 on the die? So
it's a straight attack roll. So you would use your dex because this is a dexterous act.
16 plus 5, so 21. All right. I just wasn't sure what to add for the straight die for. He just sort of lean over and still he's not 100% sure on his feet, but adrenaline and all the rest of it is coursing through his body and bringing back some of that muscle memory, and he kind of staggers just a teensy bit and then basically hoofs the brazier over to spill the coals all over the bottom of the ship and the monster itself, just to see what happens.
You successfully attack. 8 points of fire damage to this creature. Also, as you do, as the brazier spills down at its feet and goes up, and you hear this, you get a look at what you're seeing. It is more upsetting than you were thinking. When you first saw it, you thought like it was more humanoid, and it is technically humanoid, but not as humanoid as you were thinking. He's a group.
At least it's not teeth, but still, that's okay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, but how does it react to fire?
For the people who are in our Discord call, should we describe him?
Oh, please! I would love for you to describe what you're seeing.
Okay, well, he's. I'm not the one seeing this, but he's bulbous. He's maybe got some pink flesh underneath, but there's a lot of big old barnacles. It does really look like he's just made of big, nasty white teeth. He's got a big, disgusting eye right in the middle, and misshapen, gangly limbs. 2 arms and 2 legs, all sporting just some gnarly, thick claws.
Yeah, I would describe it as a barnacle golem.
Yeah,
that is a really good description.
Pretty accurate. Yeah, it's gross. It's gross. That's all you really need to know. It's
with a big old eye.
Not that I think that any of y'all are going to do so, but this creature is slightly different than the actual one from D&D. This is slightly different.
Well, most of our monsters have been, so...
That's true. I rarely just go for the standard. But while it absolutely takes fire damage, you don't think that it's taking extra fire damage, which I believe is what you were asking.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if it didn't like fire more than most things didn't like fire.
It certainly doesn't care for it, but it doesn't seem to like, the way a vampire refracts to fire.
But on the plus side, it has made it difficult for it to move, hopefully.
It very well may.
Because the floor of the ship is now embers. But yeah, that's my turn.
Tix, you hear a great crash come from downstairs and a sound of fire and commotion and kerfuffle. What would you like to do?
And a scream of ungodly sounds.
Okay, so Tix will draw Destiny Seeker and scan around and then run for the stairs to see what the commotion is and see what's coming up from down below. And then we'll make his way cautiously down the stairs.
As you start to make your way down the stairs, the brazier flares up again, and you see this single giant purple eye just turn and whoop, look at you as you come down. And you can see Corvus engaged in combat with it.
Tix automatically casts blindness on that great one big eye.
All right. What is the save for that?
And then the 600 other eyes open.
It is a willpower save, DC 16.
Okay. Unfortunately, the creature has a +5 to willpower save throws, and it rolled a 13. I want you to know, though, that was probably the best possible spell you could have cast.
Yeah.
So, really good job. It just sucked. You're welcome to use your inspiration if you want.
No.
To force it to re-roll. But
Tix will go ahead and jump and try and plant Destiny Seeker square down the middle of this creature.
Okay. And as you are leaping down, you do hear a small voice, just very faintly, say to you, "If you would like, I can enhance your damage."
And he rejects Destiny Seeker and said, "We have had this conversation. Not now.
Say no more.
You do your job." And
first one's free.
So that is a non-natural 20.
You will be shocked to hear that a creature made of living barnacles has a pretty high AC, but that hits.
Okay. And so that is a good... that is 13 points of damage.
Okay. As you carve into it, and several of the little nodules on it come flying off. And it makes like a chittering. Several of the barnacles open and speak like mouths and do like a.
Oh, this thing's gross. I don't like that at all. No.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
So I'm going to use my Axe Frenzy to attack one extra time. That is a nice 24.
That will hit.
So that is. Drop that on the floor. That is one less. That is 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. So you have just been laying into this thing, and like little as the bits of the barnacles hit the ground, they sort of squirm and shudder, and then they sort of like do like a as they die essentially. But you do have the sense that this thing has like independent action of its parts.
Really?
In a distressing way, but they just so you know, the ones that you've cut off do not appear to have sentience of their own. They do like stop moving and die.
Good. Good riddance. The bad sushi.
It was a really exactly. Y'all will eat well of this delicious calamari tonight.
No thanks.
Think you want to try to?
Nope.
Do not think you want to try to eat that. That will bring it to Marezi.
So Marezi was above deck. She sees people go below deck. She sees monster. You know, she's had a frustrating last couple of days. And this is just some random monster, and she's going to rage. So she's currently at 132 hit points. Her base attack. She has 3 attacks, and the first one having 16 base attack bonus. Okay, let's see. I'm going to roll my 3 attacks. Dirty 20.
That will definitely hit.
15. I'm rolling the 3 attack rolls, and I'll do the damage afterwards.
15 will not hit. A 15 will not hit.
Okay. How about a 16?
16 will not hit.
All right, one attack then. 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage as you slash into this thing, and you do feel your armband, like weakly pulse, but what you felt is that you do still have to hit the thing, and that even though it sort of seems to circumvent like protection, like you still have to hit it, and so it's able to sort of glance away your other 2 attacks, but still you get in a really good like solid blow, and your halberd actually sticks for a second into like the weird meat that is in between the barnacles, and then you are able to pull it out. And that will actually bring it to the creature's turn. So Penton, you are still up there, making your way forward. When the creature eye just goes, it's this kind of muscly looking iris just goes completely wide, and it zooms forward. And I need everyone to make a willpower saving throw.
Ew. Does that not include?
It does not include you, because
Okay,
that's why I said
so.
that, because you are not down underneath yet.
11.
11.
19.
19.
Natural 20 for a total of 32.
And by the way, I am NPCing Athora right now. She is going last in the order, and so she is not down yet either. So, Marezi, you are now frightened. When that's such a non-specific thing in D&D. What that is that you suddenly believe that barnacles are growing under your skin, and that they are invading your body, and that you will soon be completely turned into barnacles. And that your brain is telling you that if you come closer to this thing, it will accelerate the process.
Quick question, Marezi. Are you immune to fear when you are raging?
That's what I was about to ask. I was literally looking that up.
Shit, I've never thought.
Question. Let's verify that.
Because I was pretty sure that under the effect of rage, there is little that can stop a barbarian outside of killing it.
Actually, so everybody gets +2 when they're in 20 feet of me, and +4 to saving throws. Or sorry, not +2, +4 to saving throws.
And what did you roll earlier, Marezi?
11.
11.
11.
I think that might be a 5e thing. I'm only seeing that. Or let me actually open the 3rd edition player's handbook instead of just trying to Google it. But I don't think I see anything about that on 3rd edition.
I see Indomitable Will at level, but that's at level 14.
Yeah.
Well, you do get get a +2 to your will save.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but that was
Okay.
I have it written down what my will save is for rage on my player's handbook. I was using that.
Okay, so that was with it.
But you have the +4 from ticks, so that's a 15 for your save.
All right. Well, given all of those, I will say that like this starts to crawl over you, and then you actually feel like the warmth of Tix's glow as his armor is literally glowing with the warmth of Garl Glirgold. Like it dispels this fear, this crawling dread that is creeping underneath you, and you are able to resist it. But that was its first attack. That's actually a bonus action that it can do. So now it is going to take that giant creepy claw, and it is going to sweep it forward. And I'm going to make a quick roll first. Nope. So it's only able to do this to Tix and Merezi. That is a natural 20. So
Yay.
fortunately, it didn't make its first roll. I have my homebrew rule is if there are 3 targets, you have to roll to see if you can hit all 3. If there's a line type attack. So it failed that, so it was only able to hit 2. But both Tix and Merezi, you are caught with this claw as it comes across, and it is unpleasant. It does 18 points of bludgeoning damage, and I would like for both of you to make a fortitude saving throw.
Okay. The paladin is immune to all disease, if that makes a difference.
Then you automatically succeed.
Cool. Fortitude. I definitely have my character sheet open. Let's see.
And you still get the +4.
That's a
saving throw.
I'm going to open up my calculator app. God. 35.
You are a beefy barbarian, so you both feel like a kind of thing start to grow where the thing hit and contacted with you, but both your natural resistances and also again the energy of your god Tix protects you from this strike.
What was the damage again?
It was. Did I say 18?
Yeah,
18?
18 points of
Yes,
Okay.
18 points of
That's
damage.
17 for Merezi because damage
That's right, you
reduction
do
that
have-
I always
you do have
forget to
damage
do.
reduction. That's
Well,
right.
are you at 10th level now? You're 10th level right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Right? So that would be -2 damage.
Well, I'm a 10th level character, but I'm a 9th level barbarian.
Yeah.
Right, that's right.
So sad.
Very,
Ranger.
very, very true.
Oh, Ranger.
Yeah, but now she can read and write. So
Is this thing
it's worth it.
undead?
You do not think that it is undead.
Okay, I just remembered the one thing that my ranger that undead is my favorite enemy because I was like, oh, we're gonna fight so many undead with Falazura and stuff.
It's worth it.
It'll happen. Don't worry. It'll happen.
It rolls very poorly for its second strike, and so it misses entirely for its third attack. So that will actually bring it to you, Penton. You've been hearing crash, smash, smash as they've been thrown all about. There's flames coming up, and you come down, and you're like, oh, well, this is happening.
Yeah. Well, I mean, was that stuff still growing up along the side of the ship?
Yeah.
Is that like
Sure.
an issue?
Well, you don't know.
Maybe if we kill this thing, it goes away. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah. The crashing and banging is probably more of a priority. So yeah, I'll come down the stairs, and see this horrific thing. And in response to that, I'm not gonna throw a bunch of fire down here because that's bad for ships.
There's already slight fires down here anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, just like a little smoldering, but I'm not going to be shooting like bands of flame across the room or anything.
No flamethrowers in here, please.
Yeah. I want to start simple and throw a magic missile at it.
Okay.
Good old-fashioned magic missile.
I want to cast magic
Those were
missile.
the days. Those were the days. So that's... And I'm going to boxcar this because I haven't done that in a while. So that'll be 5d4.
This thing is wearing a brassiere, by the way. Because I did find one.
19, and then 2 of these. Not bad. Plus 9. 28 points of damage.
Should have brought Denwolf. He could have seduced it.
I couldn't
very
help but
true.
notice you have a lot of barnacles there.
Well, hello there. Are you a multi-formed collection of individual creatures, or are you just happy to see me? Sorry.
Then Wolf is Zap Brannigan.
That's right.
Yeah.
Inform the crew. I would. That was a really good strike against it as it rears back and little bits of the little weird tentacle things that come out of the barnacle come flying out. But yeah, you are successful. Are you moving down below, Pinton?
I'm gonna hang back and just kind of like keep it like at the edge of my vision. At this point, it's kind of like up the stairs a bit, but enough just to be able to see bits and pieces of it to shoot at.
Okay, that's fair enough. It's really big, so it's about the size of a troll. So, it's certainly not hard to find. Yeah, exactly. And that will actually come flying past you is Athora, as she rolls a 17, so she definitely hits, and she does with her damage bonus. 12 points of damage as she comes. That's her first attack. Nice. Unfortunately, she rolls a 3 with her second one. So that is 78 points of damage that y'all have done. Just chunks of this thing are just flying off as y'all are just wailing on it, and that will actually bring it back to you, Corvus.
All right. Pity we don't have a giant cauldron. We can make some gumbo. Galen managed to give me those poisons that I asked for, or is she still working on them?
Yes, they did. No, they would have done you any good if you hadn't gotten them. No, she did them.
Okay.
She has profited quite well from this aboleth encounter. The components, the primary cost of her thing is components, and with a giant unnatural being, she's been able to do quite well. So she was happy to provide them.
Yeah, let me just open up this list and find out what each one does. Just wanted to make sure that was a thing that I had on me. Can I see a mouth on this thing? Or any? I mean, obviously, it's probably got lots of mouths, but like a primary mouth?
It doesn't have a central mouth. It has several of the barnacles that are open at the moment. But no, there is not a central mouth.
Okay. That's not going to work. All right. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna see if I can get around behind it without it noticing me. It has been hit by a lot, so maybe it's distracted away from me.
I would definitely say that, given everything that's happened.
Because I would like to sneak attack it from behind.
Given the circumstances, I would like you to make a move silently roll.
That's fair.
I think that given the circumstances, it is very reasonable.
Okay, let me just... I'm pretty sure my move silently is at max, so... Yes, it is. Actually, no, it's not. I could still put more into it, but I haven't. Anyway, it's at 15. And I just rolled an 18, so... Wait, no, that's a 19. Sorry. I need to redo the numbering on this dice. And also having light would help. 19 plus 15, 34.
I think that will hit. So tell me about this.
That was the move silently that you asked for.
Oh, okay, yes. So you move very silently. Yes.
Okay, and for my attack, I'll be attacking with my daggers, which thankfully still fit me. I haven't grown that much. That's a 19, which according to me still counts as a critical.
Critical?
Because I have a larger threat with my daggers now. So I invested in that.
Mm-hmm.
So that means... where is the dice? There it is. It's still a D4 though, which sucks. It is a dagger +1. Is it susceptible to magical attacks?
No, it does not have immunity to magical attacks.
Okay.
Or any sort of that sort of immunity.
Okay, so that's a... I can apply my dex to this, so that's so that's 18 damage.
18 damage total?
Yep.
Okay.
For the first attack.
Mhm.
And since I've attacked, I can't use my... Oh, and I have to have my sneak attack. Ooh!
I was gonna say.
Plus 2d6. Hold on, is it? No, that's 2d6 for the ambush, not for... It's 5d6 for the sneak attack. That's 25
Double that.
extra damage. Plus, yeah, double that. So that's 50 extra damage. Making a total of... What did I say first? 18, so...
18?
68 damage on a sneak attack.
Mm-hmm. So you've been through a lot recently.
I'm kind of mad, actually. Let's be honest.
You realize that, like, you know, despite everything that you still have gone through, you are still a damn fine rogue. You know, you're the proverbial "I'm still the best at what I do."
What I do isn't very nice.
Exactly, it is not, and that's the moment here where you realize that, and the rest of the party has successfully distracted this thing and allowed you to do this. So describe to me what it looks like when you fell this gigantic barnacle beast using your daggers.
Okay, so I've done that, but here's the thing. I'm still going to take my other attack because Corvus isn't okay. He's in that, like Penton was, he's in that stage where he's just going to keep hitting it and just keep hitting it until, you know, all his anger goes away. So I'm going to roll again to hit. That's a nat 20. Let me roll my damage again. I can't sneak attack this one though, so because I already hit it with a sneak attack. That's 6. So that's 11 damage extra from my second attack.
Okay.
But yeah, he's just gonna keep it's not even finessing it anymore. Like he's got both daggers out and he's just stabbing this thing and screaming like crying, screaming.
Like with the gym earlier.
Yeah, it's just I can't deal with this anymore. You need to stop. Just going ham on it, like it just until it's just he's every single barnacle that was attached to this thing's body is all over the floor. He's just done. Like he's just stabbing it. He's had enough. Until it actually resembles Gumbo now. It just is just melted on the floor until he can't move anymore. He's just exhausted from stabbing this thing.
Okay. So you do actually... I need you to make a fortitude saving throw for me.
I hate you. Okay. I don't hate you anymore. 17 plus 8.
Okay. You needed 15.
There you go.
This up close and personal using a smaller weapon to attack this actually hurts you. Like you take 15 points of damage.
Yeah, okay.
Total, just cutting this thing to ribbons. You also cut yourself.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you do successfully save from the poison that is innate to this creature. This is a very dangerous creature that you are able to destroy. And as you correctly put it, that as you finally cut it enough that it sort of does, like the pieces does like this, and like it sort of just discorporates underneath all of it. There is a humanoid figure, like a emaciated human that is dead, very, very dead, that was like at its core.
In there now, you ain't happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also very, very dead.
Yes.
And that, what would y'all like to do now?
I go and find Captain Jackson. Tix runs up and finds Captain Jackson and Duncan and says, "What's the state of the ship? We killed a creature that was invading from down below, made of barnacles. And so, was it affecting the ship, or is there more that we need to deal with?"
There's something going on over here, and y'all hear like a, and part of the side of the ship cracks under the attack of whatever this rusting red stuff is, and the ship begins to tip precariously to one side. And that's where we'll end Chafing Armor, episode 159. And I'll add one little addendum that below in the water, you begin to hear a rumble.
Ugh.
So that's fun. So thank you all for playing.
Thank you very much.
You all can go to the Chafing Armor wiki if you'd like to find out about some of these weird creatures and people and folks that have been popped up. I've tried to populate it as best I can. If you see one that's missing, you can feel free to let me know, and I'll add it to there. We'll need to update eventually Corvus's name under Distant Bells when the time comes. Get that updated. But you can also swing over to our Patreon page, where we're having a lot of fun and sharing a lot of dumb memes and silly D&D videos. And we appreciate y'all's support. But thank you all for playing.
Thank you
We
very
had
much.
a great time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hope everybody enjoyed it.
Wonderful. I think that a good time was had by all, except for those who were certainly going to die. Make sure and check your sheets to see if y'all can swim. Y'all have a good night, and we will roll with you soon.